Hey leaders, I'm sorry that I can't be there with you today. Had a little bit of a scheduling conflict and I'm actually going to be at a conference today. But I wanted to make this video still to encourage you, to let you know I'm still here, that I still want to be a part of this, but just because of my poor planning skills, a video will have to do for today. I'm actually here at my high school campus, or Delta's campus, and I'm reflecting back to my high school experiences. And I don't know if any of you have experienced this, especially in the midst of a pandemic, but it just feels like there's no end to a lot of the work that comes with school. And let alone having to fulfill roles in clubs and maybe sports or whatever it is you're active in. And I remember sitting at this very table that I'm at right now, my locker actually right behind me, and thinking, man, how am I going to make it through? It felt like the worst experiences of my high school life and up to that point in my life. But it also makes me think of the many people who helped bring me through. It makes me think of how many teachers spent time sitting down with me in office hours and pouring into me to help me learn the content. How many classmates, other students, juniors, seniors, people who have been there before, encouraging me and helping me go through the class as well, letting me know the tricks that help them surpass things. The professors who were willing to take time and send emails back just because they wanted you to be successful. I'm actually sitting across from one of the very rooms in which was like a study hall for me. And how many countless hours I spent in that study hall, just being poured into and seeking wise counsel. And especially in times when it feels like there's no end, you can't do it. When it feels like I can hardly handle this student work, let alone a leadership position in a club. Be encouraged. Be encouraged that this is not the end. Be encouraged that there are people around you who want to help support you, guide you, and help you grow, and let you know that this is more than possible. I think of a verse in Proverbs 11, verse 14, where it says, let me just look at it real fast for you guys. For lack of guidance, nations fall, but victory is won through many counsel. For lack of guidance, nations fall, but victory is won through much counsel. I want you guys to know this. Although I know myself, it's been a little difficult for me to be around, and I'm just being transparent, it has been a difficult season for me. That doesn't change the fact that I want to pour into each and every one of you. That I want to give you some guidance in the leadership abilities that each and every one of you have, to help encourage you and show you the tips and tricks that you need in order to be successful. And know that the same applies to Mr. Chan, to Jill, to Mrs. Toro, that each and every one of us want to be that counsel to you, but here's also the important thing that I want you to acknowledge. Not only are we here to be counsel for you so that victories are won, but know that you play an important role, because victories are won in the students of Ben Holt because of the counsel that you are providing for them. Because of the leadership step that you're taking, and yes, it is a lot and it can be difficult, whether you're the president, the VP, the secretary, whatever it is, each and every one of you fulfill a role of counsel for that club, for campus life. Each and every one of you help this club become so successful beyond even just Mr. Chan and I, the people who are giving the messages maybe. You guys are the groundwork. And our role is to pour into you so that you can continue that overflow of God's love and God's grace as we continue to help you grow spiritually in your walk with Christ. We want you to know that you are also counsels to others. You are also counsels to others. Again, going back to my high school experience, I remember being the freshman who was poured into time and time again, but I also remember being the senior giving the tips to the freshmen. I remember being the graduate coming back to support former classmates, underclassmen who I saw rise up underneath me. And to think that they have that same heart in which I poured into them, and that this trend, this cycle is going to continue, in which people pour back out and pour back out and pour back out. It's the understanding that Christ first pours into us, but we want to continue to pouring into you as you grow. In the midst of the craziness of what school may look like, maybe your house life, maybe just you and trying to figure things out. In the midst of each and every one of that, I want you to be encouraged, knowing that there is much counsel around you for victory to be won. And we have a wonderful God who wants to be that counselor for us as well. Keep planning these events. Keep being motivated to be the heart and soul of campus life, alongside what God's purpose is for this club and what he wants to do on Benjamin Holt's campus. Continue seeking guidance. Don't be isolated when you feel like you're struggling. You're not alone. We're all here for each other. And we want you to be encouraged. We don't want to see lack of guidance cause each and every one of our lives to crumble. We don't want lack of guidance to cause each and every one of us to feel alone. We don't want lack of guidance for each and every one of us to feel like life is impossible, because victory is won through many counsel, and that counsel is each other. That counsel is Christ. The ultimate counselor is God. Reflect back on how God has used campus life to pour into you. Reflect back onto what caused you to even want to be in this position through campus life. Reflect back on the many times that you've struggled, but you have seen the end of it, and now maybe you're in a different struggle, but know that the same result is possible. Don't be put down. Remember what God has done, because the same God who has worked will do it again. So I want you to be encouraged. Please continue being incredible leaders for campus life. Continue being incredible examples for your fellow classmates. Continue to be sponges that just soak up every bit of knowledge that maybe I'm teaching you, or maybe Mr. Chan, or the things you see from other people around you. Continue to soak up the great knowledge that will benefit you. And continue to be that counsel that helps see victory. And continue to turn to God as he wants to see victory take place in and through you. Again, I'm so sorry that I can't be there today. I'm so sorry that I've made this scheduling mishap, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to be around as much as maybe I would like. But know that I'm still here. I want to encourage you. I want to support you. And I hope that you guys have a great meeting today. Know that I love you guys, and we'll be talking soon. So, with that, I'll see you guys later.